As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Back to throw, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. Up the gun, McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Alert. Go, Rig. Go. Switch. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. You got tight right there. 25. Check 25. Rig, land. Check the backer.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and a yard. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Here we go.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after one on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it second down and 12. Debo going in motion left. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. Touchdown, 49ers. Debo Samuel, 35 yards. And the 49ers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Moody good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. I'm here all day.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They run straight ahead, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's a 2nd and 5. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
He's checking. Crash. Watch out. Switch.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Safety creep. Safe. Check.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Shift. 79 Bronco. Check. Hey, check 24.
Purdy looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He's into space past the 25. And finally taken down at the 15. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Right there.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. The stop there on 3rd, they could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup.
Touchdown, 49ers! Deebo Samuel from 3 yards out. And the Niners put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd down, Prescott. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nick Bosa drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. their offense goes down and scores, they see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in there by Cooks. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Dancing to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And this is picked up by the defense. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 1st and 10, Prescott steps away to his left. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 30 yards there.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Being chased out, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
4th down, Prescott. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going.
Throw out left, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Prescott now from the 50. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And they're going to have a first down and also well into field goal range, all the way down to the 15 here. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Buying time to his left. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this pass caught by Gray. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 9. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Right side, and he finds Gray. Down the right sideline. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Prescott now. Forced out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Mike's by 4. Hey, let's get that ball again. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Here's Pollard again. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops them for a loss. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Dancing to his left. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. From the red zone now, Prescott. Flushed out right. He finds his man, Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
From
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Peyton Hendershot there to make the grab. And the Cowboys are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Aubrey now for the point after. And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. Taking it right down Broadway. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. That is a play that you just do not see very often. Maybe a couple times a year, the blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, he's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. And Debo going to have a Niners 1st down up near the 40-yard line. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Purdy. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And across the goal line into the end zone. The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one in the NFC, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Play and a first pass for Cousins. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5. Throwing is Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 58 yards. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. You see Purdy, he's going to shift them around. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up 1st downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner 1st. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing here, Purdy. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Purdy. And this will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Purdy off the play fake. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guy over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Now Cousins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8.
24 is the mic. Hey. Watch the twist.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Rolling to his right. It got his man, complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown. Danny Gray, 69 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Jake Moody now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Vikings 14. 49ers.
Boy, they're down only one score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Flush to his right. That's down the field for Jefferson. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Able to find Gray here. And he's brought down. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's complete left side to Gray. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 10. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
In motion left goes Jennings. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks a tackle. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. McCaffrey running up the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's got to been a group effort.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Lewis Seen. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Following the interception, Cousins. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. On play action, Cousins. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Purdy now to throw. That is caught. Into space at the 45. Down the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Here's Purdy. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Zebra. 50 seconds to mine. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Pull it together. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
To throw, Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Niners are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here comes second down and 5. Purdy looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down. Back to throw. Purdy. Looking for Gray, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
All right.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. First and 10. To throw is Purdy. Looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey. Another try, second and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Throwing here, Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll come up first and 10 here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Lewis Seen, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Second and 10.
Play action now. Cousins.
Touchdown! Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming. And oh, it's blocked. And the Niners have it. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. There's Purdy on 1st and 10. Finding Gray going across the field. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Danny Gray, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Purdy to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Purdy to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. On an excellent tackle there as they keep him inbounds and hold him to no gain. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 58.
Throwing, Purdy. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play.
Easy.
Cousins here to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is caught. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Joseph now to have the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. So that last touchdown sealed it there, partner, and then the kickoff there at the end, just a formality to knock the final seconds off and send everyone home.
Yeah, it's awfully nice when you're kicking off late, knowing that even if you give up a big return or a touchdown, it doesn't matter, right? You mentioned the word formality. Good job by them putting themselves in that situation where kicking off did not matter.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.